It was my first time on a major case. It had been a month since Daisy Armstrong was kidnapped. The Armstrongs were desperate for some sign of hope. I was there only for paperwork, to fill in some blanks.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is titular and we are back here in Agatha Christie Murder on the Orient Express, not Express Orient Express, and we are in the 6th episode, and this time around we are playing with Joanna Locke here, or Locke. Let's see what we got here in the compartment glove.
A topographical map. Often more important than a road map in these mountains.
Okay. The case. The Daisy Armstrong case. Daisy Armstrong, a 3-year-old girl, daughter of John and Sonia Armstrong. Victim was taken sometime on the evening of February 24, 2019. The abduction took place at the Armstrong residence where a reception was being held. Miss Moreau, Daisy's nanny, discovered the child's disappearing at approximately 10:45 p.m. Okay, a ladder was found outside the child bedroom window. It was used to remove Daisy from the house. The window, usually locked from the inside, was found open. 4-wheel drive tracks were found in the woods near the house. No party guests drove a 4x4.
The crime was audacious. How could the kidnapper know which was the window of Daisy's room? No, they could use a ladder to reach it, and no, they could enter the room without being seen.
Indeed.
The investigation is now part of a pile of investigations, and my captain sent me here just to dot some I's and cross some T's.
Okay. Have $1 million ready in 2-3 days. We will inform you where to deliver the money. We caution you not to go public or talk to the police. The child is in safe hand. Okay, even worse English than mine. After law enforcement protocols were in place, the Armstrongs followed the ransom, demanded instruction, and paid the ransom of $1 million on March 1, 2019. Since there has been no further communication from the kidnappers, and Daisy has not been returned. The investigation is ongoing.
The misspellings are clearly on purpose, and they didn't return the child when the ransom was paid.
Okay. Name John Armstrong, age 38, occupation retired colonel, British Armed Forces, colonel. Statement: we were hosting a social event to raise money for a local museum. There were many people, some of them total strangers to us, and we were all very busy. Then we heard Suzanne, Daisy's nanny, screaming. It must have been 10:45 or 10:50 p.m. My wife and I went upstairs to Daisy's room. Suzanne was crying hysterically. Daisy was no longer in her bed, and on her pillow was a ransom note.
How could the child be taken with so many people in the house?
Indeed. Name Sonia Armstrong, age 32, occupation housewife. Statement: the last time I saw Daisy was about 10:30 p.m. when I went up to check on her in her room. I noticed Suzanne was not around, but Daisy was sleeping peacefully. I stayed with her for 10 minutes or so. 10 minutes, ooh. I assumed Suzanne would return soon, so I rejoined the party. No, we didn't click it.
I can't imagine the pain her parents felt when they realized Daisy was gone. How are they going to feel when they realize I have no answers for them? Only more questions.
Okay. Nanny computer input error 679. the positions to be retaken. Okay, we have to get the... We have to interrogate the nanny, Suzanne.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
A damn computer glitch. Or somebody pushed delete instead of save. Whatever happened, we lost the nanny's deposition. So my entire contribution to the investigation is to take it again.
Telephone record for the day of the abduction for the Armstrongs and Miss Moreau. AM, Sonny Armstrong called. Okay, that's unknown numbers. Suzanne Moreau called the same number that John called. Okay, and Sonny called Suzanne, and Sonny called her husband. Okay, that's Suzanne, that's Sonia. That's an unknown number from Suzanne. Probably to the police? Nope. The police John called. Okay. So Suzanne here called someone that we don't know.
The phone record of the night of the kidnapping. The last call was for 911.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Cool. Take the statement of Miss Moreau. I think that's to leave the car, so let's do it. That's to enter the car, right? Indeed. Okay, cool. Cool. Do we got any mustaches to find here with Joanna Locke? No, that's cool. Never saw that. Other people. Okay, cool. Yeah, we have mustaches to find. Cool. So let's try to find them. Okay. She can run. Which is a big leap. Let's try to find some mustaches. No mustaches in sight, which is unfortunate. Such a shame, I want mustaches. I want some mustaches. Tommy! Okay. Let's not be childish. Let's get home. Oh, hello, John.
Good evening. Colonel Armstrong?
Colonel?
Yes. You're the detective they phoned about.
Colonel?
Joanna Locke.
I don't remember you.
I'm newly assigned to the case.
It's about time more detectives were involved. My wife, Sonia, she hasn't been herself. Every day is a waking nightmare for us. Tell me you've uncovered something new.
I'm
I
here
haven't.
to speak to your daughter's nanny. There was a computer problem. Her earlier statement has been lost.
Oh, I see. We had hoped. Well, do as you wish. I won't be far if you need me.
Okay. Cool. We can talk to him.
Their fairy tale became a nightmare.
Mustache? Yes. Our first
I've
mustache.
earned a gold mustache.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have, Joanna.
Sympathy and support for the Armstrong family during this difficult time. Thoughtful, but never enough. What a dear child.
Yeah. Indeed. But that's creepy, man. Let's talk to him first before we get upstairs. How are you?
doing? Are you holding up?
You know, in the military, you're supposed to have the stiffest of upper lips. The Desert War taught me that soon enough. But this, it's difficult. Damned difficult. Harder on my good lady, of course.
Miss Moreau?
Do you know where I can find Miss Moreau?
Her room is upstairs across the hall from Daisy's. She seldom leaves it.
I won't be long.
Take whatever time you need.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Armstrong. Have I checked that door? I cannot get to it. I see. Okay, so let's go upstairs then. Must be the room. No, we got a lot of rooms here. Okay, let's start with this one. It's the baby's room. Okay. We got a mustache lying around. I know you are here, darling.
The world through the eyes of a child seems so sweet.
And we got a
A
mustache
toy
there.
castle. When I was a kid, I had a police station and a tiny squad car with a siren that really worked.
And here's the
A toy
mustache.
castle. When I was a kid, I had a
Good.
police... Help yourself, Joanna. You earned it.
You haven't done anything yet, Joanna, but okay. She's pregnant again. I see.
Mrs. Armstrong, my name is Joanna Locke. I'm a detective investigating the kidnapping of your daughter. May I talk to you? When is your baby due? Mrs. Armstrong? Sonia?
I don't want to talk. I just want to see my daughter again. That's all that matters.
Poor woman. I can't imagine how she feels. And another baby on the way? I want to help, but I'm here to take the nanny's statement, and there are no words I can think of to ease Sonia's pain.
Indeed. Can we do something there on the mind map? I wonder. I have to find a photo of Daisy in the case file. Select an element in the file which can comfort Mrs. Armstrong. This one.
The detective gets it right.
Cool. Now, what can we do? Show the photo of Daisy.
Mrs. Armstrong? Let me show you this.
Daisy, my little Daisy. I miss her so much. How good it is to see her face.
I can't imagine the pain you're feeling right now.
She loved her little stuffed animal, Fluffy. She took him everywhere with her. The kidnappers took it as well. They didn't have to. That means they wouldn't hurt her, doesn't it?
Every lead will be followed up. You have my word on that.
Thank you. I shouldn't lose hope. Somehow.
I know it isn't my case, but I just made a promise, and I mean to keep it.
Miss
Do
Moreau?
you know where I can find Miss Moreau?
She's in her room. Last door on the left.
Thank you.
May I come back? if I have more questions?
Of course. Anything I can do.
Thanks. Hello, Miss Moreau. Hello. And you got a kitty. I see. A black kitty. Here, here, pussycat. Here, here, pussycat.
A toy train. Now here I am on a real one. Lyon, in France. What a lovely looking city.
The developers are from Lyon, so that's an Easter egg. No mustaches, so let's talk to Miss Moreau.
Hello, are you Suzanne Moreau, Daisy's nanny?
Yes?
I'm Joanna Locke, a detective working on Daisy's case.
Is there any news?
I'm afraid not.
How can I help you?
I'm really sorry. I'm afraid I have to take your statement again concerning the evening of Daisy's disappearance. There was a computer problem. Your statement was accidentally deleted.
Of course. I want to help any way I can.
Good. Summary of the night of the kidnapping.
Tell me about that night in your own words.
The Armstrongs had a party to raise money for a museum, I think. Mrs. Armstrong is on her board. I was in charge of Daisy. I stayed with the little one all evening, playing with her and reading books to her. She couldn't sleep with all the noise and the comings and goings.
The moment of Daisy abduction.
When did you notice Daisy was missing?
I was only gone 5 minutes to phone my mother. She's
Not
in the
5
hospital.
minutes.
When I returned, Daisy wasn't in her bed. I thought she might have gone to look at the party, but then I saw the ransom note on her pillow. I screamed and screamed. I couldn't stop.
Noticed anything?
Did you notice anything unusual before that?
I was with Daisy all evening. Finally, she fell asleep. I didn't see anyone else or notice anything in particular.
And the kidnapper
Do you
identity.
have any idea who did this?
No! I can't see who could have done such a horrible thing. The Armstrongs are such good people. Like my own family.
Thank you for giving me your statement again. I'll get back to you if I have any questions.
I won't be far.
Good.
Okay, I have Suzanne's statement, but her answers need some checking.
Okay, check the facts in the file. Yeah, that's the telephone. 5 minutes are not cutting it. Armstrong hosts the party to raise money for a museum. The last time I saw Daisy was about 10:30 p.m. I went to check her. Noticed Suzanne was not around, but Daisy was sleeping peacefully. Okay. So
This information does not correspond to what Suzanne told me.
Yes.
Suzanne said she left Daisy alone for 5 minutes, but Mrs.
Indeed.
Armstrong says she stayed with Daisy for a while and Suzanne did not return.
Indeed.
That is a great detective job.
Indeed. Cross-check stories. The accountants given by the two women diverge regarding the amount of time of Miss Moreau was gone from Daisy's room. Okay, so we have to confront Miss Moreau, I think. Let's do it. Nope. That's not the right play, I think. So let's go to Sonia. Yes. Confirm Miss Moreau's word.
Tell me about the night Daisy was taken, especially anything about your daughter and Suzanne Moreau.
Apart from seeing to our guests, I took a moment to check on Suzanne and Daisy in Daisy's room. Suzanne wasn't there, but Daisy was asleep. I sat with her for 10 minutes or so. Suzanne didn't return while I was there, but there's no reason for her to sit there all night when Daisy is asleep. I went back downstairs.
Yeah.
Okay, the stories Sonia and Suzanne tell don't match. I should recheck my file and track Suzanne's movements.
Indeed. Is that her mother? I doubt it. I doubt that was her mother. Maybe a lover. Select another element which doesn't match with what Miss Moreau said in her testimony about her phone call. This one. 10:11 to 10:45.
That is not exactly what Suzanne told me earlier. Suzanne was on the phone more than 5 minutes.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's it. No rookie mistake there.
Exactly. So let's get Moreau's Suzanne testimony again. Well, let's confront her. Yeah, testimony.
If I understand you correctly, you left Daisy when she was not asleep?
The party was very loud. Daisy was too wound up to sleep. I read her a Motley Mule detective story to try and put her to sleep. Daisy finally fell asleep, right before Motley Mule solved his case in the book I was reading her. I had to make a quick phone call. No more than 5 minutes. But when I came back, Daisy was gone.
This one. This one.
Are you sure you were only gone for 5 minutes?
5, 6, what does it matter? It was very quick.
The phone record.
You say you were only away 5 or 6 minutes, but Mrs. Armstrong says she was alone there more like 10 minutes. And the phone record shows that you stayed on the call for more than 30 minutes, way longer than you said.
My mother is extremely ill. It's difficult for me. I may have lost track of time. When I came back, Daisy had disappeared. It must have been a coincidence.
You have to be precise, Suzanne. A little girl's life is at stake.
Why are you doing this? I didn't do anything wrong. I would never hurt Daisy.
I need to check Suzanne's story. She's panicking. Why now? What is she afraid of?
Okay, what to do here in the mind map? Okay, reconstruct the suffering mother. Call Miss Maru's mother to check her alibi. Oh, I don't remember, man. Why can't I? Okay, inspect. Phone record. So 9530. No. 2140. 2140. 2140.
Score. 1 for the good guys.
The number you have called is not in service at this time. Please hang up and dial again, or contact your service provider.
The number Suzanne called is not in service? A hospital?
That's too suspicious for my taste. Reconstruct the facts. Okay. Okay. Miss Moreau goes to make her telephone call. The kidnapper take Daisy. This one, probably. Yeah, indeed.
Hey, I'm a pretty good detective after all.
Yeah.
The kidnapper places a ladder under the window to Daisy's room. Then he joins the party, just one guest in the crowd. He somehow knows when Suzanne leaves the room, then sneaks upstairs. He opens Daisy's window, carries her down the ladder, and vanishes.
We got anything else to do? Okay. We have to
I should
To
see if
talk
the
to
Armstrongs can
Armstrongs,
confirm what
yeah.
Suzanne told me.
So let's start with the husband downstairs. And we'll get back up there. Hello, John. Miss Moreau's schedule?
Did you see Miss Moreau during the party?
I remember seeing her at some point, but otherwise, no. I was too busy with my guests. Wear the smile, shake the proffered hand.
Miss Moreau phone
Miss
call?
Moreau told me she called her mother.
Well, why not? I believe they are very close, and the poor woman is not well. She needs some experimental treatment that isn't available yet in France.
Okay.
I won't be long.
Take whatever time you need.
Thank you. Let's go to Sonia. Miss Moreau's call.
I spoke with Suzanne. She was phoning her mother. That's why you didn't see her when you went to check on Daisy.
Yes, her mother. I tried to call the poor woman earlier that week, but the hospital said she's been in a medically induced coma for more than 2 months.
Suzanne told me she called her mother, but she would have known her mother was in a coma.
Okay, indeed. Now we must confront Suzanne again. I think. The phone
The
number.
number you called that night is no longer in service.
I don't understand. That's the number the hospital gave me to call my mother's room.
And the phone call.
You told me you were on the phone with your mother when Daisy was abducted.
As we said earlier, I didn't pay attention and was on the phone longer than I said. But since my mother is very ill, she had to leave her hometown, Lyon, because the treatment is not approved yet in France. She is in an hospital in Boston for a special treatment. I call her every night to check on her. When I came back, Daisy was gone. I'll never forgive myself.
This one. She's
Are
in
you
coma.
sure you called your mother?
Yes, every night since she was admitted in December.
Coma.
Suzanne, I think you really care for Daisy. If you do, then tell me the truth. You can't have been calling your mother while she's in a coma.
My mom really is in a hospital in Boston. She really is in a coma. I wasn't calling her. I was
course.
on the phone with my boyfriend.
Of course.
Why lie about it? Why are you panicking?
Because he's gone. I haven't heard from him since the night of the kidnapping.
He
I'm
was the
afraid
kidnapper.
he's somehow connected to Daisy's disappearance.
Of course he is.
That he was just using me somehow.
Of
but
course.
I swear I talked to him. Yes, for more like 30 minutes that night. So he couldn't have kidnapped Daisy at the same time we were talking.
But he could have kept you talking so someone else could take Daisy.
Yes, you can see why I lied. Can't you? I was afraid you'd suspect me of having something to do with it. You can understand that, can't you?
Suzanne, I want to believe you, but you've made it harder to find Daisy. Do you realize that?
Oh my god. What have I done?
What's most important is not what you've done, but what you do now. Go. I'll be back to talk to you. No more lies, Suzanne. For Daisy. No more lies.
Noah. The name might lead us to that little girl. I am on
Indeed.
this case now, whether my captain wants me to be or not.
Indeed. Ooh, loads of things. Comment bien cuisiner? Guide du débutant. So, a beginner's cooking book. French English dictionary. Anglais français. Linda de Sales être nono les 5 astuces fondamentales expliquées par Linda de Sales. Okay, I think it's a guide to nannying. Roméo et Juliette. Juliette. So Romeo and Juliet, of course. Motley Mule Detective. Okay. That's the story that Moho said she was reading to Daisy. A diary. Yes, a diary. Indeed.
A locked diary? Let's see if I can shine some light on its secrets.
Open locked book. How do I do that?
A locked diary? Let's see if I can shine some light on its secrets.
How do I open that? See about that later. Now, le tour du monde en 80 jours. The world tour in 80 days. Le rouge et le noir. The red and the black. And finally, La princesse de Clèves. The Cleves princess. Okay. Cool. Here, what do we got? Some plants. Some roses. Oh, Noah.
A card
Noah,
from the
my
florist.
boy.
It's signed N.
Noah, my boy. You hunk of a man. You charmer. Victor Hugo, Misérable. Les Misérables.
Huh.
The Miserables from Victor Hugo, chapter 4. Or book 4. What's this? Glasses?
What's
Glass
in the
cases?
glass
Yeah.
case? Oh, big surprise. Glasses.
Yeah, big surprise indeed. Big surprise indeed. Now, what's behind door number 2? Handkerchiefs?
I expect Suzanne must have gone through a lot of tissues these past weeks.
Or tissues, yeah.
Small jewelry box. By the size, I'm guessing earrings.
Yeah. Ooh, a key.
Why put a key in a jewelry box?
It's for the diary. It's for the diary. It was not earrings, but a ring. Cool. And this from Paris. Paris. 2 hearts.
An Eiffel Tower keychain, but no key.
Cool. Cool, cool, cool. And still no mustache. Okay, we got now a way to open the diary. Yes. go.
That doesn't work.
Really? This way?
That doesn't work.
Really?
That doesn't work.
Okay.
Okay, Suzanne.
Nice.
Let's see what you haven't told me.
Nice. Okay. January 9th, 2019. Day at the park with Noah. I can tell he's opening up more and more with me. I chattered on and on about my job. I told him how much I like the Armstrongs, especially Daisy. I really feel like he's invested in our relationship. That kind of man is so rare these days. February 14, Valentine's Day. Noah and I went to the Blue Lagoon, our favorite restaurant, for lunch. It was wonderful at first, but then something happened. Noah received a text message. I don't know what it was, but he said he had to leave. He wouldn't say anything else. Instead, we went away somewhere in the mountains. Finally, we arrived at the cabin in the middle of nowhere. He told me to stay in the car. Not very romantic for Valentine's Day. February 23. Noah gave me flowers. He is usually very attentive, but despite everything, I felt he was more distant today. I hope he's well. I would like to be more present for him, but I don't want to interfere in his private life. March 15. It's been a while since I wrote in this diary. I didn't have the strength, and I think this is the last time I will write in it. My dear Daisy was kidnapped, and I haven't heard from Noah since that day. It was the night Daisy was taken. He talked and talked, left Daisy for too long, and now she's gone. Thought he loved me, but he would just never call again or anything. He hasn't replied to my message since the night Daisy. I'm lost, it's my fault. Daisy's gone. I didn't watch over her.
I can see why Suzanne didn't tell me everything about this, Noah. It's clear when he disappeared that she realized something was very wrong.
Yeah. Indeed. Okay. What do we need to do now? I need to check the identity of Miss Moreau's boyfriend. Right now it's still just a mystery. How do I know? How do I check that? How the hell do I check that, man? She's downstairs now. Miss Moreau
Can you
boyfriend.
tell me anything about Suzanne's boyfriend?
I know she dated our chauffeur for a while. There was someone else she'd met recently, but I don't recall his name.
Okay. Cool. So let's ask first Mr. Armstrong. Miss Moreau's
Know
boyfriend.
anything about Miss Moreau's boyfriend?
Her boyfriend? I know she went out with someone for a while there. More recently, I saw a man in a 4x4 who would pick her up on her nights off. He never got out of his car, just waited for her. She did seem to spend more time than usual on the phone these past few weeks, but she worked hard. We weren't going to begrudge her what free time she had. Since the abduction. She keeps pretty much to herself.
I won't be long.
Take
Okay.
whatever time you need.
The plot thickens. Look through the file for something about a 4x4. Yeah, we looked at tire tracks. We know about the tire tracks, man.
Nothing shocks me here.
No, it's not here, of course. Not here. Yeah, here.
These tire tracks could well be from Suzanne's boyfriend's 4x4.
Indeed.
That's
Indeed,
it.
it's good.
No rookie mistake there.
Confront Miss Moreau about her boyfriend. Yeah, let's do that. The bouquet of
I
flowers.
imagine these flowers must have been beautiful. Who gave them to you?
The gardener.
Hmm.
They're getting pretty wilted, but I hate to throw them away.
The gardener. Yeah. Your
Tell me
boyfriend?
about your boyfriend. Have you been together long?
My boyfriend? Why? He doesn't have anything to do with this.
Please, Suzanne, the sooner you answer my question, the sooner we'll be done.
His name is Noah Garrity. I met him at a Lunar New Year party in Great Barrington. He is a kind and caring person, although, well, I miss him. He had to go away on business. He should be back.
Boyfriend
Tread marks of a
confrontation.
four-wheel drive vehicle were found outside the garden on the night of the kidnapping. Noah drives one, doesn't he? Where is he, Suzanne? If you know anything more about him, you have to tell me.
I know what you're thinking, but it's impossible. He was very nice to me. He never did anything to make me suspicious. We went out to eat, to the movies. Just like a normal couple. He's not the only man in the Berkshires who drives that kind of car.
This one, I think. This one. Or
Come on,
probably the
Joanna.
next one.
You can do better.
Yeah, the next one.
You really didn't notice
Yes.
anything strange about Noah until he vanished?
He could get moody at times, as if he had a lot on his mind.
The Valentine Day.
In your diary, you say that Noah took you to a cabin in the mountains on Valentine's Day.
You read my diary?
I'm
Yes?
sorry, but we have to find Daisy. We both want that. So yes, I looked in your diary.
You're right. He took me to a cabin in the woods. I waited for him in the car. He came out after a few minutes. He was very sweet and apologetic, but he never explained. We went back to the restaurant for dessert.
Did you ever go back to the cabin with him?
No, never.
So, what made Noah drive all the way to a cabin in the middle of nowhere? He left her in the car. Why was he there? This is important. I know it is. I can use Suzanne's directions to the cabin and compare them to the map of the area I have in my car.
Okay. Where can I do that? What did Miss Moreau tell me about the ride to the cabin? They cross 2 bridges and some thick woods. Then they pass a cornfield on the left and enter a heavily wooded area. Okay. So let's go fetch that map. And I didn't find 2 of the mustaches, which is most unfortunate. Most unfortunate. Indeed. Let's get that map. My map. Okay.
Thanks to the information Suzanne gave me, I should be able to find the cabin on this map.
We left town, then cross 2 bridges. Cross it 2 bridges. One here, one here. And then some thick woods, yes. Then pass a cornfield on the left. Really on the left. Must be on the right. Then just trees and more trees. Finally we stopped at the cabin. One, two. Cornfields on the left. Trees and more trees. Cabin. This one?
I got it. The cabin has to be here.
Yes!
I have to find that cabin. I hope I'm not too late.
Good. And no mustaches, unfortunately. I missed 2 mustaches. But this chapter is done. Good. Hercule Poirot obituary appeared on the front page of the New York Times in 1975 in advance of the publication of Curtin Poirot's Last Case, the first time a fictional character received this treatment. And yeah, cabin, 29th of March 2019, 10 p.m. And we are going to leave the episode right here, guys. I hope you enjoyed it.
Where is this famous cabin? Let's investigate.
Yes, let's investigate indeed. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and leave me some comments down below, guys. Thanks so much for watching. My name is TituElite. I hope to see you next time for the next episode. Bye bye and take care.
If you liked this video, please like and subscribe. Also read the description below, where you will find ton of useful information and links regarding the contents of this video.